Good afternoon. Welcome back to our Food for Thought segment. This is for the sports betting picks and analysis. So we're going to do an analysis of of the games for the NBA. Then I'll give you my picks for my best bets for the NBA, the National Basketball Association. This is the NBA segment. So we're going to start off first with the game in Paris, San Antonio at Indiana. If you're wondering where we're getting our odds from and the spreads and the lines, oddslogic.com. We get the latest updated line movement, over-unders, the totals, injury report, everything is here, oddslogic.com. Okay, so Indiana -3, favored in Paris, total 229.5. Right now, we are looking at 230.5. Some places are 230. And the spread now is 2.5 right now. Injury reports for both teams. On the Indiana side, let me just look here. Indiana side, Isaiah Jackson out, Achilles. Jameis Wiseman out, Achilles. San Antonio side, I believe one player is out. Jeremy Sochin, back injury, but he's upgraded to probable, so he might be playing in this game. Actually, let me see here. Let me get a proper update. Yes, upgraded to available. He will play in this game. Jeremy Sochin will be playing. So I guess that's why the line dropped to 2.5. So that's a big deal. Looking at this game in greater detail, this is the big game of the day. Wemby going back to his hometown in Paris, France. Big game. You look at this matchup here. This is the first meeting of the season. San Antonio 3-7 last 10, 4-6 against the spread, 5-5 to the over. Spurs 1-4 last 5, but they are 4-1 to the over. Indiana, meanwhile, 8-2 last 10, 8-2 against the spread, 3-6 and 1 to the under. They've won 2 in a row, and they are 1-4 to the under. First of all, I have 2 plays. I like over 230. 229 is good for the over because it went down to 229, so I like the over. And I like it at 230. I got it at 230 yesterday, so I actually played this one. And I like 2 props. 11.5 for Wembayamba. And then the other prop I like, I saw it here earlier. I believe it's points and rebounds. I'm going to double check this. This is for Victor Wembanyama. So 11.5 rebounds, Wembanyama. He's cleared this number 3 the last 5 times. And then we're looking at the... I know this is a very popular one. Wembanyama. Let's see. Let's double check this. Just bear with me for a moment. I'm just looking into this for Wembanyama's props. Looking for the other prop for Wembanyama. Let's see. Victor Wembanyama. We have... Let's see. Rebounds. I look at points and rebounds. He has not cleared this number as of yet. It's 40.5. I would lean if you're looking for another one, I would lean to the over in this one. He has not cleared this number in 5 games, but since the game's in Paris, France, you expect him to have a big game and put on a show for the National Basketball Association. So with that all being said, I like the points and rebounds. I would lean that way. Lean actually over 40.5 points and rebounds. I like the rebounds more at 11.5. I like that one more. For me personally, over 11.5. That's my take on that game. Side, no play on the side. Next game, Miami, Milwaukee. Line opened up at 7. Right now we're seeing 7.5 across the board. Total open up 224. We're seeing 226.5 across the board. So we're going to look at the injury news for this game. First, on the Miami side, Jimmy Butler suspended again for a few more games. What else is new? Tyler Hero upgraded to probable, so he looks like he will play with a groin injury. He's still going to play. Josh Richardson, heel. Out indefinitely. Drew Smith out. Milwaukee looks like they're clean. No injuries. Oh, AJ Green a quad, but he's questionable to play. So there's a 50-50 chance he might be playing. This game, I lean to Miami plus 7.5. As far as the props for this game, let's see. Nothing, no props for this game. I'm not seeing any props for this game at all. This one's a pass. No props in this game. So nothing there for me. I'm not seeing anything I like. Milwaukee, Miami. Too much uncertainty, so I'm not playing the props in that one. Next game for this one, and the total's a pass. Don't play on the total either. Next game, Toronto, Atlanta, one of my least favorite games. Open up minus 6.5, total 235. Right now we're seeing 4.5. It went down to 4.5, total 236. 236 is the total. Yes, that's the consensus. Actually, sorry, 237 is the consensus. Excuse me, 237. This game here, we're going to look any injuries on the Atlanta side. Atlanta played yesterday, so this is kind of a back-to-back. Clint Capella ruled out. Zahir Rashir, abductor, out. Larry Nance Jr. hand is out. Toronto Raptors. Emmanuel Quigley ruled out, hip injury. Ochai Aghibi, questionable, 50-50. The only way I can look in this game, let me look at this again. Let's take a quick peek here. Now, one of my least favorite games, but if I had to play something on this game, I would play the over 237. Atlanta, Toronto, 237 would be my play. Nothing on the side, but I would lean to the over in this game. They played once already, and it actually pushed. It was a push at 243. It was in Toronto, 136-107. Toronto's a 1-point favorite, but Atlanta covered and won that. This one I like the over here as well, 237. Last 5 games, Toronto 4-6, 5-5 against the spread. Toronto 3-2 and 3 to the under last 5 games. Atlanta Hawks 4-6 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 4-5-1 to the under. They've lost 2 games in a row, but they've gone 2-3 to the under as well. I know both teams have trended to the under, but I feel that with this game here, especially Atlanta, they played in a back-to-back situation, so the defense may not be up to par. So I see it like a loosey-goosey game. So when it's loosey-goosey, I would lean to the over in this game, but it's not one of my. I don't think I'll get to the window with that, but I lean to the over. In terms of the player props, this is on a back-to-back, so it's kind of tricky. Let me look at the Toronto side. I know Toronto had a day off, so they didn't play yesterday. Let's see the Raptors here. Toronto, Atlanta. Yeah, I'll have to look at a player prop on the Toronto side. Atlanta, like I said, they played yesterday. So nothing there. RJ Barrett, we'll look at him. Good prop here for Barrett's assists. He's gone over this number 3 of the last 5 times. The total's 4.5, the clearing number. The last game he had 2. I expect him to bounce back here. This is a good spot. Also, 3-point shooting. The clearing number is 1.5. He's cleared this number in the last 2 games. So I would go with the 3-point shooting. Yeah, so the 3-point shooting is the best look for R.J. Barrett over 1.5 threes. I like that one. Scotty Barnes. Assist, 6.5. He's cleared this number 3 of the last 5 times. There's one good look there. I would do for Scotty Barnes, I would do the points and assists. He had 25 last game. He came close. The clearing number is 26.5. That's the clearing number. So he came close last game against Orlando. I believe he can hit it against Atlanta. Remember, Atlanta's coming off. They played last night, so they're playing today. So they're probably obviously a little bit tired. No defense. So I think Scotty Barnes takes advantage, and I believe he clears this number 26.5 over points and assists. So I like that angle for Scotty Barnes. Grady Dick's another one. What's a good one for Grady Dick? I would lean over the number is 13.5. Grady Dick. He's cleared this number 1 in the last 5 times. He had a big game against Orlando. He had 17 against Orlando. Before that, he wasn't really clearing his number. He's come close over 13.5. He missed it by 1 or 2 points. I believe in this game he'll have some, because the Hawks aren't really playing any defense on a back-to-back. So he can take advantage of that situation and clear this number over 13.5. So I like Grady Dick here, 13.5 points. I like that one a lot. That's a good one. So I would bank that one. Next game here for me. We're going to look at Dallas at OKC. There's one play I like in this game. I'll give that to you in a moment, but we're going to go through the numbers, the opening number for this game, the opening total, and then we'll give you the current total for this game. OKC Dallas, OKC minus 11, total 218. That was the opening number. Now it's gone down to 13 across the board, and the total is 222. So my look on this game, only one play for this game. So we're going to break down everything here. Last 10 games between these two teams, they've played 3 times. This is the 4th and final meeting. Dallas is leading the series 2-1 this year. November 17th in OKC. OKC a 7-point favorite. Dallas covered and won 121-119. Second meeting December 10th. OKC. OKC a 4-point favorite. OKC won 118-104 at home. Third meeting in Dallas. OKC a 3-point favorite. And then OKC, and then Dallas covered and won the game 106-98. In this scenario here, okay, so the last 10 games for Dallas, 8-2, 7-3 to the against the spread, 7-3 to the over. Dallas has won 2 games in a row. I'm sorry, that's OKC, excuse me. OKC 8-2 last 10, excuse me. 7-3 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. OKC's won 2 straight. They're 4-1 last 5 games, and 4-1 to the over. So I like and then we're going to give the Dallas perspective: 3-7 last 10, 3-7 against the spread, 4-6 to the under. Dallas the opposite, 4-5. Sorry, 1-4 last 5, and 2-3 to the under. I like the first half. First half. OKC 8.5. I think they get off to a blazing start, and they won't look back. So I like that. I like that angle. They played last night, but I still feel, even though they played yesterday, I still feel they'll come out, at least take the first half. I like that angle. No play on the total. This is a little tricky. No play on the total. I just like the first half angle. In this game, obviously, there's one person to look at in this game, in my opinion. Um, I know they played last night, like I said, but I would lean to Shea. Shea in the points. He's always a good look. Shea over 31.5. That's a lean. He's cleared this 3 of the last 5 times. If you don't like that, we have the assist. This is probably my preferred prop of for this game. Assists over 5.5. I like this one. He's cleared this number 3 of the last 5 times. So yeah, I like that one a lot. The assists. I like that one. That's the only game. That's the only prop for this game that I can think of. Nothing else. Next game is going to be Denver Sacramento. This one here opened at -7.5, total 240. Now we're seeing 242 across the board, and it's 8.5. Sacramento played last night against Golden State. They won that game, and it went over. This game here, head to head, they played last month in Sacramento. Again, Sacramento was favored 1.5 at home, and the total was 237. It did go over the 237. And Denver won 131-29. Right now, current form of these teams, 9-1 last 10, 5-4-1 against the spread, 7-3 to the over. They've won 3 straight games. They've gone over the total. I thought it was 7 straight overs, but not quite. They're 4-1 to the over last 5 games, 5-4-1 last 10. 3-game winning streak. They were 2-1 to the over. Denver, meanwhile, 8-2 last 10, 8-2 against the spread, 5-5 over under. 3-2 to the over last 5. Yeah, the only way to look in this game is the over 242.5. I got a 241. I'd still play it at 242.5 as well. That's the only way to play it in this game. I would play it like that. That's just my take. I have no opinion on this side whatsoever. I like the over in that game. Now for the player props, Denver. Let's see here. Look at the Denver side. Denver Nuggets. So we'll take a look at this. We're going to look at Aaron Gordon for the Denver Nuggets. Let's see. Yes, I like this. He had 19 points in the last game, and we did hit that number. It was 10.5, and he cleared the number. He had 19. Played very well. So I gotta go this one here. Still undervalued. I don't know why they have it 9.5, but I'll take it. Aaron Gordon over 9.5 points. I like this one here. It's a very good prop, especially at home. He should be able to have his way. Yeah, I like that look. The over 9.5 props, 9.5 points. Aaron Gordon. Sacramento side, you got to look at Malik Monk. He's easy. That's a good one there. Malik Monk. I would take over. Let's see. Malik Monk. I would take his points. Malik Monk points. over 18.5 points. He's cleared this number 4 of the last 5 times. I would take that, and I would take yeah, I would do the points. Malik Monk on the points over 18.5 points. I like that. That's a good angle for Malik Monk. That's all the props. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Did I give you? I had Malik. Hold on. Malik Monk was here. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That's fine. Sabonis rebounding. Yeah, 18 last night. I like Sabonis. Sabonis here for rebounding over 13.5. He's cleared this number 4 the last 5 times. He had 18 rebounds last night against the Lakers. I like this prop for Sabonis over 18.5. Sorry, over 13.5 rebounds. Sabonis. I like that one a lot. So that's one of the games. That's one I like. That's all for the props for that game. That's it. Let me just check one more thing if I see any other props for this Denver game. Let me check one more thing. Russell Westbrook, I would look at his rebounds. Rebounds over 4.5. He's cleared this number 3 the last 5 times. So that's a good look. The rebounds. Rebounds. Or you can do points and rebounds. This is another good look. Points and rebounds. Clearing number is 18.5. He's cleared this number actually once. He came close in the last game. The last 2 times he came close. He had 17 the last game, missed it by about 2 points, and then 18 last game, he missed it by a point. I'd still go back to it, especially against a tired Sacramento team that played the Lakers last night at home. They got to travel from Sacramento to Denver, and I think Russ can take advantage of their fatigue and have a big game. Him along with Aaron Gordon and Joker. So I think he'll do well tonight. So I look at that over 18.5 points and rebounds. So that's it for that game. The next game, let me just see here. We'll do the Lakers in Boston. I have 2 plays on this game, actually. So Boston Lakers open up 5.5, total 221.5. Right now it's 219.5. It's going down to 218. So I mean, if you can, I like 2 plays in this game. I'm going to start off the bat. I like Boston here. I know it's gone down. I got it actually at 6. It's gone down now to. It's looking at 5.5s right now. I would still take Boston 5.5. I still like them. I got them at 6. Still take them at 5.5. And I like the under. Under 219.5 is good. Now I'm seeing some 218s. I'd be very careful if it goes down to 218. So, because I feel now you're hitting a gray area where you may have lost kind of a good value on the number. I'm seeing 218s. So if you like the 219s, try and get the 219s quickly because the 218s are popping up. And if you can't get it then, wait till the game starts live and then try and get a better number live when you live bet it. So that's my take on that game. I really have nothing else. Player props, nothing else for that. I don't have anything. Now let me check their injury report for Denver and Sacramento. I forgot to double check that. Denver and Sacramento, we're going to check the injury report. I didn't check that. Let me check that for you guys, just in case anybody's interested. I really forgot about that. Denver and Sacramento injury report. We're going to start with Denver. Denver, we have Vilkalto Kenkar out indefinitely. Everybody else on Denver is healthy. Sacramento, they're healthy. No injuries. So that's good there. Dallas OKC, I think we went over that. I think we went over those injuries. Let me just double check. I think we did. No, we didn't go over it. Okay, so Isaiah Joe, illness, out. Isaiah Hartelstein, calf injury, out. Chet Holmgren, hip injury, out. On the Dallas side, Dante Exum, out indefinitely with a wrist injury. Kyrie Irving, interesting one here. He did play last night. Let's see. This is an interesting one. Kyrie's a big one. Let's see. Let's see here. Kyrie is. Let's see. He's questionable to play Thursday at OKC. So he's still questionable. Klay Thompson, ankle, questionable to play Thursday at OKC as well. Dwight Powell, questionable to play Thursday at OKC. Jaden Hardy, questionable to play. Lively's out, Luka's out. So a lot of question marks here, so we'll see. I'm going to guess Kyrie's going to play. I know it's back-to-back, but Luka's not out there, so I'm guessing he may play more than likely. That's my guess, not sure, but that's my guess. For the Toronto-Atlanta game, we didn't go through that. So the Atlanta Hawks injury report. Oh yes, we did go through the Atlanta game. Okay, we did that already. My apologies. Boston Lakers. Jaylen Brown, ankle, available to play Thursday at the Lakers. Porzingis, illness. He's questionable. He's questionable for tonight. Al Horford, so questionable to play Thursday. Holiday, questionable Thursday. Lakers. Vanderbilt's still out of the lineup. Christian Wood out of the lineup. Next game, Golden State, Chicago. -3.5 Golden State, total 231.5. Right now the total's 1.5, and the spread's 1.5. Total's all the way down to 228.5. I have no play on this game. This game simply a pass. Player props is the only thing I have for this game. And I can give one or two. We'll look at one or two player props. But for the side until nothing for Golden State Chicago. I'll give player props on the Chicago side. Golden State side, I'm not going to give any because they played last night, so I don't know how these guys are from back-to-backs. Chicago, I'll give. Don't know if I'll get to the window, but I'll give some Chicago plays. Zach LaVine, let's see. This is a good one. Over 27.5. Over 26.5 points, Zach LaVine. He's cleared this number in the last two games, so I would go back to that again. Over 26.5 points. I like that one a lot. Another one's over 2.5 3-pointers, Zach LaVine. He's cleared this number 2 times. The last game he had 5 3-pointers. He did very well on the road trip. So I would, for me, if I had to choose a Zach LaVine prop, it's over 2.5 3-pointers. I like that one a lot. Golden State's defense is not particularly good, especially now with all the injuries. Draymond Green, all these guys are out of the lineup. I got yeah. I like that. I like the Zach LaVine over 2.5 3-pointers. I like that prop. That one's a good one. Vucevic rebounds. Vucevic rebounds. Let's see. Rebounds of Vucevic. The number is 10.5. He's cleared this number 4 the last 5 times. I like this one here. I like for Vucevic over 10.5 rebounds. On the Golden State side, I don't see anything because remember they played last night, so I don't know. I'm not confident to give any good props there whatsoever. Now we're going to check the injury report, Chicago and Golden State. We'll check this one quickly here. Let's see. Let's get back to that one. One moment. Injury report, Chicago, Chicago, Golden State.
Halftime.
Okay, so everything's clear on the Chicago side. No injuries. Actually, Kobe White's questionable to play tonight. Ankle injury. Ayo Dosunmu questionable with the knee injury. Torrey Craig out indefinitely. Golden State. Like Draymond Green's out again. Calf injury. Illness. Kevin Looney questionable. Brandon Podziemski out indefinitely. Jonathan Kuminga out indefinitely. Yeah, so those props that I mentioned to you, those I would go with those props. I like those props. The props that we talked about earlier. I like the I like that I like those props that we talked about. So I go with those props. Last game on the board, Washington and the Clippers. 13.5 Clippers. Actually opened up at 12.5. Total 224.5. Right now it's at 14. Only way to go in this game is the Clippers. Clippers minus 14. Player props none. Both teams are dysfunctional and a lot of uncertainty. So the only play for me is I would lean to the Clippers minus 14. Nothing else. I'll give you the injury report. Clippers. Not a game I'm really interested in. That's why I'm going pretty quickly with this one. Ivic Zubac, questionable, eye injury. Norman Powell, back injury. All these guys played last night. Kawhi Leonard will play against Washington. So maybe I want to look at Kawhi Leonard over in points. But I'm not playing this game. This one's a hard pass. Washington injuries. Malcolm Brogdon ruled out. Marvin Bagley out. Brogdon foot injury. Bagley knee injury. Sadiq Bey out indefinitely. Okay, and that's it for the NBA. We've done all the games for the National Basketball Association. Again, my best bets for the NBA, I'm going to go them over for you again. Over 229, 230 San Antonio, Indiana. That game's going to start in about in a few 20 minutes or so. Wemby over 10.5 rebounds. We discussed, yeah, over 10.5 rebounds. Wemby, I like that. Plus 7.5 Miami, like that one there. It was a lean before, but I'm going to take plus 7.5 Miami. I'm going to go with that. Minus 8.5 OKC first half. I guess they got off to a quick start. I like that. Like that angle there. Sacramento, Denver over 241.5. Now it's 242. I like the over in that game a lot. I had Boston minus 6. Right now it's 5.5. I'd still take Boston minus 5.5. Under 219.5 if you can get it. If it gets to 218, I'd be very careful to take the 218 because the value's kind of extracted and kind of gone at that point. So at that point, bet that game live and see if you can get a 219, 220 under on the live. And then the Denver game again. Aaron Gordon over 9.5 points. I like that angle. Bulls game. Um, Zach Levine over 2.5 3-pointers. I like that one. So those are the props there. That's it. That's all. That's all for today for the NBA. So I've covered everything that I like. My strong plays. Again, good luck to you. Cash or trash, it's up to you. I just see and choose the picks that I like and feel that are worthy. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Stay true to yourself. Believe in yourself. Again, we're going to have the college basketball edition later on today. We'll break down the games and I'll give you my plays and picks. Until then, peace. Take care.